If Carmelo Anthony is on the floor with Jeremy Lin, who's taking the last shot in that game? How does Carmelo Anthony answer a question like that?
Of course I want to take the last shot. I mean, let's be quite frank. I mean, I've been doing it for 9 years already, so I've made a ton of them.
If people say that Carmelo Anthony is a selfish player,
I don't
how do you
agree.
respond to that?
That's like a slap in the face.
For him to put a team on his back and now create excitement, create guys playing harder, better defense, getting out on the break, feeling the wings, because they know this young man, Jeremy Lin, would get them the ball.
Also, we played a game against Toronto, and it was down to the last, few seconds. And I'm like, all right, it's my time to hit the game winner. Jeremy Lin kind of moves everybody out the way. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Jerry.
I got this.
He said, I got this.
Did he hit it?
And pulled up for the 3, won the game.
Everybody likes underdog stories, it's like a movie.
I was proud of him because to see a player who barely made the team, right, who wasn't even basically thought of, and to take full advantage of the moment.
I always tell young guys when they come into the league, just because you don't play don't mean you can't play. Because when you get that opportunity, you have to kick the door in. Now, he's not only kicked it in, he blew it up.
Here, we had an empty locker here, and it's my locker, to where I was getting dressed, bro, in the damn near in the bathroom. In the handicap stall, I had to hang my shit up. Bro, it was 1,000 people in the locker room.
And you'd have, not only would you have your normal sports writers, but Wall Street Journal, CNN, you had every, the E! Show, whatever.
There are NBA moments that come and go, and then there are moments that stop time. February 2012, Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Out of nowhere, a no-name point guard, undrafted, sleeping on a teammate's couch, steps into the spotlight and flips the entire basketball world upside down. His name? Jeremy Lin. And for 3 unforgettable weeks, the Linsanity era was born. It wasn't just basketball, it was a movement. Teammates couldn't believe what they were seeing. Opponents couldn't figure him out. And fans? Well, they couldn't get enough. From Kobe Bryant to Carmelo Anthony, from the Knicks locker room to rivals across the league, everyone had something to say about this underdog story. In a city built on legends, Jeremy Lin didn't just fit in, he became one. This wasn't about fame or flash. It was about hope, heart, and a reminder that anyone, from anywhere, can have their moment under the lights. This is the story of Linsanity, told by the players who lived it, the rivals who felt it, and the fans who will never forget it.
Because I think were you hurt when all that was happening?
Nah, my brother had passed away.
Okay.
And I had went to Florida for I think a week or so.
And then it happened while you were gone?
While I was gone. So, but I came back and caught it. So what happened was a few players were hurt.
Melo was out, right?
Melo was hurt.
You were gone.
I was gone. And there was a few other players that were hurt. So Jeremy Lin was the 15th man on the roster, 12th man on the roster.
Right.
And so he got a call to say, we need you to play. We need you to start. You got to step up for us. And he stepped up and had 30 points game 1. All right, 30 points is kind of
anybody can get 30 on any given night.
You know what I'm saying? Then he comes back with another 30, all right, and I'm in Florida watching the games. I'm like, dang, Jeremy Lin going off. And then played the Lakers, had 38 on Kobe. I'm like, wait, hold on, something ain't right.
What's going on?
And then I get back to New York, and the city's crazy. It's upside down. I mean, everybody's everywhere cheering, chanting. The crowd was crazy in the streets. Every single restaurant, everywhere was
It was a movement.
It was a movie.
It was all that was on TV.
It's crazy, bro. Against Toronto, and it was down to the last, few seconds. And I'm like, all right, it's my time to hit the game winner. Jeremy Lin kind of moves everybody out the way. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Jerry.
I got this.
He said, I got this.
Did he hit it?
And pulled up for the 3, won the game.
Wow.
So we were like, all right, I'm gonna let him shine. I'm gonna let him be who he is and have fun. But it all changed. Melo came back, then it kind of got a little shaky because Jeremy Lin wasn't playing much, and the ball wasn't going to him as much, so it kind of dropped there. But it was a good run for him. And I was proud of him because to see a player who barely made the team, right, who wasn't even basically thought of. You know what I'm saying?
He's on his last 10-day, if I remember.
Yeah,
the last day.
On the
last day of his 10
last
day.
day was 10-day contract, and to take full advantage of the moment. You know what I'm saying? They always say, you know, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? He always kept himself prepared, seemed like, I guess, because we didn't really notice him much in practice.
Right.
The 10-day contract player, you know what I'm saying? And for him to get that opportunity and then step in and take advantage of it, that prepared him to get a good contract. He started a solid career. You know what I'm saying? So I was very proud of him during that moment of Linsanity.
I'm into what he's doing, man. You know, he's the guy that just was waiting on his opportunity and came out there and executed on it and is playing well.
Credit to him, he became a big part of our scout report. Yeah, and that's credit to him for, really having a great season so far.
He's crafty, he's plays smart, and he's bigger and more athletic than you think. So he really can get in the paint and finish in there, and the sky's the limit for him.
So it was things happening that you thought you were out of body at times because Jeremy was a guy who wasn't drafted, who was about to be cut the day after he went off and had the game he had against Darren Williams, and at that time the New Jersey Nets. And so it just continued from there, where he put 36 on the Lakers, and Kobe said he didn't know who Jeremy was right before the game, and then Jeremy went off, and then he continued to hit the game winner against Toronto. And you just kept thinking, like, this truly is one of the most special experiences we're ever going to possibly be able to go through. And it was, I think, fortunate for us that it happened and went on long enough that we truly got to enjoy parts of it. I feel like you go on a Final Four run or you win a championship, sometimes it goes too fast, but because it just continued to go on for so many games, you almost got to sit back and enjoy it just a little bit. And so, Jeremy's a really special guy, really unique. And the way he worked, like Amare said, and the fact that he believed in himself no matter what anybody else told him and no matter what he had or hadn't accomplished, I think just made his story so special.
But he scored 38. On a 1 to 10 scale, I'm an 8+. And it's sort of the shock meter of how Jeremy Lin played against Kobe Bryant and the Lakers.
8+ is all?
8.
I'm going probably
18?
20.
Yeah, I mean.
And not that he's playing well, but for him to put a team on his back and now create excitement, create guys playing harder, better defense, getting out on the break, filling the wings, because they know this young man, Jeremy Lin, would get them the ball. And I tell you what, New York and now the country, after watching it on ESPN, sees what we're seeing. This guy is for real. This is not no flash, in the pan. This guy can really play basketball. And Chris, he's smart, man. He's a smart basketball player.
It's out of control. I mean, it's just really out of control, man. I was in Florida for a different occasion, and at the time when I was in Florida, the only thing that really brought smiles to my family was when Jeremy Lin was just lighting up the scoreboard. So when I got back to New York, it was a total different feeling, man. I mean, the fans were totally around the team. Jeremy started a whole spark around the Knicks. I mean, it was ecstatic. It was amazing.
Playing good ball, playing with a lot of confidence. Like I said, all you need is confidence in this league, and that's what he's definitely playing with. And I like him as a player, I like him as a person, where he's very humble.
I think what he's done has been awesome, man. I mean, he's generated, a lot of attention through his play, and well deserved. He's been playing at a high level. It's really picked up a lot of interest from even more fans across the world, and it's great for our game. When you have a guy like that who's been probably up against all odds, to come in there and do what he's doing, it's an awesome story for our league.
I was looking at it from the sideline. I was hurt, and I'm going home at night. And I'm like, damn, like what? like really. And then it happened overnight. I got hurt one game. He came in the second half. He put us over the hump. Then the next game, then the next game, then the next game, and it's been going on. It's been going on for about 2 weeks, and he put New York Knicks back to where we were supposed to be at. So now we take that along with everything else that we have, and we take it further. So.
Linsanity has taken over New York City, Carmelo Anthony. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
Why?
I love it. I'm a part of it. I think that's what I know. That's something that I've been looking for this year. I mean, us losing Chauncey, us having the big dreams and the big goals of Chauncey returning. And I know how that situation was going to play out. But everybody been looking for this. Everybody been looking to see who was going to be New York's next point guard. And Jeremy Lin got the opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it.
If Carmelo Anthony is on the floor with Jeremy Lin, who's taking the last shot in that game? How does Carmelo Anthony answer a question like that?
Of course I want to take the last shot. I mean, let's be quite frank. I mean, I've been doing it for 9 years already, so I've made a ton of them.
If people say that Carmelo Anthony is a selfish player,
I don't
how do you
agree.
respond to that?
That's like a slap in the face. Never been a selfish player. None of my teammates that I ever played with could say that I was a selfish player. Nobody.
How does it make you feel that people say that? That they're questioning that because of Jeremy Lin and whether or not you guys can coexist?
It's a tough situation. I mean, I'm human at the end of the day, so it's like, damn, where's that coming from? Like, I know I'm not a selfish player. People around me know I'm not a selfish player. I do everything I can to try to make people, understand that I'm not a selfish player.
Can Linsanity continue?
I believe so.
What you've seen?
I believe so. What I've seen, I mean, right now he's playing out of his mind,
That's right.
Completely out of his mind. He's unbelievable right now. When I come back, I think I can take some of that pressure off of him to have to go out there and do it on a consistent basis. I think it makes it a little bit a lot more easier for Amare. Tyson could get back to doing what he's doing, and everybody just do what they do best.
How good can the New York Knicks be this year?
We're a tough matchup. We're a tough matchup with that team. We're a tough matchup.
For who?
And that's for anybody.
Miami?
For anybody.
Chicago?
For anybody.
Orlando?
Anybody. We're a tough matchup. Jeremy Lin was a blessing in disguise for us. I mean, he fell down. He fell down, and from upstairs for us in a situation that we've been looking for a guy to take over that position. But it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to do it. We all got to be willing to do it.
Well, I was there when it all started. We were in Golden State, and I was walking out of my hotel room, and Jeremy, my new teammate, was coming out of his hotel room, and I walked right past him, and he was like, "Hey, Tyson?" And I was like, "Yeah, how you doing? Nice to meet you." Kept walking, and he goes, "No, I'm your new teammate." And I looked down and was, "Oh, okay, yeah. Nice to meet you, congratulations." Kept it moving. So, and today, fast forward, after the smart crew and all that, I'm doing my interviews today after his press conference, and all the questions was about these two and, their friendship. And I'm like, is this what my career has come to?
Jeremy Lin has been great. I mean, he's a success story. He's worked tremendously hard to get to where he's at, and he's taken full advantage of an opportunity. So it feels it's got to be a feel-good story for the NBA. It's great for the New York Knicks, and it's great for the entire NBA. So you got to be happy for him.
It's a great story. Very happy for him. Everybody likes underdog stories. It's like a movie, and I wish him well, and I hope he keeps playing well.
He's leading that team. When Carmelo was out and Amare was out, he's leading that team. He's playing well with those guys too. So, as a fan of the game, it's something that's cool to see. And I don't know him at all, but I'm pulling for him, and hopefully he continues to play well.
He's really creative when he gets into the lane, and I think playing with Tyson Chandler, who is a great screener and opens up everything for everybody, and so is Amare Stoudemire. So playing with both of those guys and having the shooters, he's only going to continue to get better.
He came in and played real well. I think the biggest thing is he led his team to wins. So good for him.
I think he's shown everybody, that he's going to be around for a long time, and he's averaging 20 points and almost 10 assists, and those are incredible numbers. So, he's a smart player. He's a competitor, and I think he's obviously won a lot of fans, but I think he's also earned a lot of respect because people know he can really play.
The ball to Amare and Melo and just trying to make them do everything. I'm just dead tired. I'm serious. I remember that game. I just remember everybody just having their hands on their shorts and just just being exhausted. And I just remember him coming in and just that first bucket he hit, he just yelling and so passionate about everything. And ever since then, it's like created a new energy for the whole team. And to see New York get behind him and behind us and to have that winning streak, boy, we needed that. And I just hope that we can continue to do it and the people stay behind us and we make this push in the second half of the season.
All right, Jared, finish up.
My only funny one was we were in Oklahoma City, and I made Jeremy Lin come eat with us at Toby Keith's restaurant. I'm a big country fan from Indiana, so I am. Hey, you gonna hate me about that? God dang. I make Jeremy get a sequin cowboy hat shirt. Why wouldn't I? It's cool. And he wears it, and it was funny. And you fast forward a couple weeks later, we won, and I was like, Jeremy, come on, man, let's go grab something to eat. So we, after the game, with Linsanity's going on, it's crazy. Man, there's people outside, flashing to the window, looking, trying to get to them. So I had the DJ where we were eating at play a song real quick. All I do is win, win, win. The whole restaurant, the whole place get up, start singing behind.
So you started that?
No.
So you started that, Jared?
No.
Really, Jared?
I didn't start that. Really? I didn't start that. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is you go from me making them wear sequin shirts to a whole restaurant in New York loving them, man. The kid's a rock star, man.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a great story. There's three things that have to happen. One, he's a great player. If that's the case, we will see over time. Two, it is the worst job of talent evaluation that I've ever seen in my life if this kid is this good. Or thirdly, it's the best coaching job to get a guy who isn't that good to play this well. So it's got to be one of those three things. But I think it's a great story because I always tell young guys when they come into the league, just because you don't play don't mean you can't play. Because when you get that opportunity, you have to kick the door in. Now, he's not only kicked it in, he blew it up. But you have to be ready at all times because in the NBA, Shaq, you're always going to get an opportunity to play 30 minutes one night. Somebody's going to be hurt.
And in this game we love, systems makes the players or players make the system. With Jeremy Lin, it's a little bit of both. The Mike D'Antoni system is made for guys that can't really jump, can't really shoot. It's basic basketball. So Jerry Lin, who's a very intelligent guy, he's making easy plays. He's coming off the pick and roll. He's making a la Steve Nash bounce pass. He's getting everybody involved, and he looks like a great player. But like you said, time will tell. Once people catch on to his game, will he be able to continue?
When you become on the scouting report, he wasn't on the last two scouting.
Yeah, he wasn't. But
now he's on the scouting report.
He is now.
We're gonna see.
I mean, but he's playing great simple basketball.
You're just like living in a dream. I mean, everybody. It's just the greatest, 10 days, 2 weeks, month, whatever it was, greatest time ever. And that's where Madison Square Garden, that's what I love about New York. It caught fire so fast, so unexpected. You're just like living in a dream. I mean, everybody. It's just, we would go to practice and they had, 80 media people there at practice. They had 2 rooms, a print room, a video room. And you'd have, not only would you have your normal sports writers, but Wall Street Journal, CNN, you had every, the E! Show, whatever. It was unbelievable. And what he did was unreal.
Literally feels like something out of a movie.
It really was. And what's funny was at the end of the game, so Jeremy had this thing planned that he was going to say, well, I guess Kobe knows who my name is now. He didn't have the his guts to do that. He punted. He punted. But he really wanted to say that. But that was the highlight. That was it. No one, he was phenomenal. He hits the last shot up in Toronto.
First off, what was your point of view just on that whole thing? Like,
I went to Mike D'Antoni and I was like, I need another week to come back.
Jeremy Lin was there to help me get back to planning, so I needed another week. Mm-hmm. And so that's how he wind up staying that week, playing against the Brooklyn Nets, and then going on his run. That's how he got his other 10-day, because I wasn't ready. My back was still fucked up, and I was
Wow.
recovering.
So if you would have been healthy, we might not have ever
We would have
seen.
never seen Jeremy Lin.
Crazy.
So that's how it started. Because I couldn't, he was supposed to get cut. Remember, he was supposed to get cut. And I was supposed to get activated, but my back was messed up. And so it started with that. And then we lost to Houston, and I was like, Coach, you got to play Jeremy Lin. He was like, you out your mind.
Matter of fact, Jeremy came up to me on Thursday. He played a little bit in Golden State at the end of the game. Didn't look very good at all. A couple turnovers or whatever. And I was just playing him as garbage time. So we come back to New York and we have him on a 10-day. It expires on Tuesday. So Thursday he comes up to me in practice. He's not even in practice. I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to get the names right, but like Baron Davis has come back from injury.
He's the only guy that goes north and south in your offense. Tony Douglas this way, Iman Shumpert this way. And so if they go this way, nobody dives. So when Melo come up, Melo frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who it is. You got to find somebody to go north or south. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he played Jeremy Lin in the Houston game. I think the fool had like 6 points, 4 rebounds, like an steal, assist. We got beat by 30.
Mm-hmm.
My locker was next to Jeremy Lin's.
Oh, so it was cracking after those games next to the locker.
It wasn't cracking. It was like my locker is here, Jeremy Lin locker is here, and there's 150 media in the locker
That's
room.
what I mean.
Not cracking. You have to leave.
We would go to practice and they had, 80 media people there at practice. They had 2 rooms, a print room, a video room.
And so Jeremy Lin locker was next to mine. So I got to witness the whole entire thing, bro. From the first game he balled to the next game he balled, like it was like his locker here, we had an empty locker here, and it's my locker, to where like I was getting dressed, bro, in like the damn near in the bathroom. In the handicap stall, I had to hang my shit up. Bro, it was like 1,000 people in the locker room.
And you'd have, not only would you have your normal sports writers, but Wall Street Journal, CNN, you had every, the E! show, whatever.
He was on CNN, MSNBC.
It was crazy.
MTV, BET, the Weather Channel, VH1, they was all in there.
You have to. Hey man, hold on. Let me get my shit.
And let me
go
over here.
change in the regular bathroom in the bathroom stall. Hey dude, Jeremy Lin had the whole team changing in the fucking shower wherever we could. You couldn't be in that locker room. They had to move him from the locker room, and every interview he had was a press conference.
Crazy.
It was like 150 people. Every time he had to get interviewed, he couldn't do it in the locker room because it'd be too many people in the locker room. You couldn't change, you couldn't stretch, you couldn't do shit.
Because I kept having to move my seat out. I'm like, damn, what's the Weather Channel doing in here? It's like Jeremy Lin, make it rain. Chinese, bro, so many China media. It was crazy. They had to move him to a press conference. Like, granted, this is like maybe 3 weeks before All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing press conferences in a full room of people. Kobe came in town. Hey, Kobe, don't let this dude bust your ass. He hot. You know what I mean? He hot. Don't let him get you, bro. You know, Kobe like, psst, come on, BD. Psst, psst. Not worried about none of that. I'm like, hey, yo, he is going to kill you guys tomorrow. And I'm telling you this now, bro. Just so when I come in here after the game, right, you're not mad at me. So me and him at dinner, and this is all I'm talking about. No matter what Kobe is talking about, all I keep coming back to, like, hey, dog, he's going to bust your ass tomorrow. And I'm going to show up in your locker room. And I'm going to be laughing. So they had to take him to another space.
Was D'Antoni coaching that team?
D'Antoni was.
Yeah. It's crazy because I think
me and D'Antoni used to call Jeremy Lin angels in the outfield.
I went to all those games.
Linsanity, what a run.
They did him dirty. Like he was supposed to be a Knick all the way. It was such a special moment in the history of the Knicks. He don't get enough credit. And so Jeremy Lin had the Holy Ghost and just couldn't do nothing wrong. The mindset of the Knicks is different now. You know, they reward you if you do good, they reward you. At that time, I was really furious as a fan. And all I truly am is a fan. I really have no opinion to sway James Dolan or the Knicks or anybody like that. I'm just like a fan like everybody else.
So the Lin game, I mean, I heard weeks about, you know, Jeremy Lin, Linsanity, you turn on the TV.
And he just popped the Lakers.
In the Garden.
In the Garden for the game.
Where was that game at?
Our game we played was in Boston.
On national television.
Right, so it was coming
in Boston.
In Boston.
Mind you, like I said, he went to Harvard, so he already got a hell of a before the game, it was damn near like a C.
It was a sea of media.
They laid it right after the game. I mean,
They laid it out for you to get it. You was on the media.
But he was frying everybody that he was lined up with though. Like he was getting to the money, knowing that he was in the scouting report at this point. Now it's like everybody's tired of hearing his name, and then I'm in Boston, so it's like Linsanity. I'm getting pressure from obviously the big three.
I remember saying it to him.
Pressure from the media. Like, man, you better not come in. I'm like,
you bet not come in here and
talking
doing
about
that shit, Rondo.
the guy that's doing the jerseys. I mean, everybody's looking like, bro, what you gonna do, man?
Rondo?
What you gonna do with
What you
today?
gonna do?
I'm like,
that piss you off.
So I mean, obviously I slept on it. I'm manifesting what I'm gonna do, and I wasn't taking it. I couldn't allow that.